it wrong. I can tell. Hi. So you guys gotta help me out. I'm not really too familiar with Instagram Live, but welcome to our Instagram Live, and thank you very much for joining us. Maraming salamat po. Tonight we have a very, very special guest for all of you. And I'm just waiting for him. And I would like to already thank him for actually agreeing to join me. Excited na po ako. Actually, first time ko talaga siyang ma-interview at makakausap. Ito na po siya. Napakagwapo ni Ramsey naman. Hi, Derek.
Hindi na shaven and going. I'm trying to grow this out for the entire quarantine.
Really? Oh, we can't wait. Bagay naman sa'yo. Huwag ka mag-alala, Derek, because I'm also growing out my white hair.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good. Here, home alone. Quarantined. My parents are up in Tagaytay.
You know what? That's the reason why we're talking to you. First of all, Derek, of course, ang dami-dami nating naririnig ng mga news, social media, sa TV. And ako, I get affected already. I'm kind of getting depressed already and sad. Mm-hmm. So what we want to do is actually bring smiles on the faces of our followers right now para mapahappy naman natin sila ng konti so that they can forget whatever it is, even just for a short while, di ba? Yung mga...
I know there's so much negativity out there, no? It's like... it won't make the news unless it's negative, and that's why on my social media I've been trying to promote positivity as much as I can. Pag good vibes. Yesterday I dedicated the entire day answering DMs about different workouts that I can do at home. So
great. Actually, that's what we're gonna talk about today. Para naman, para dun sa mga nanonood sa atin, syempre, ito yung parati ko naririnig kasi, Derek, oh my God, I'm home, I'm so bored. How can you be bored, right? I mean, there's so many things to do at home. So, because you are so known to be such an athlete, alam mo, I did research. I did a little bit of research on you, Derek. Somehow, any sport you do, you're good at. So this is a natural thing, right? It's a born... You're really born to be athletic, right? Aside from being great looking, of course, and being a great actor. So,
why? Thank you. I guess so. Yeah. My parents really stuck me into the world of sports since I was a young child. So it kept me away from the drugs, from all the bad influences out there. And I'm very competitive. So every sport that I pick up, I want to master, and I seem to pick up really quick. And I started since I was like 3 years old. My mom.
What was the first sport that you loved?
Football. When I say football, it's soccer, but I call it football.
Yeah.
So soccer's my first love, and then I've gotten to so many sports. Water polo. When I was studying in the UK, I took up water polo, cricket, some of the other sports that
cricket.
Maybe
that's not too popular. Yeah. No, cricket is not too popular here.
Cricket in this country, it's not popular.
It's a European sport, right? Cricket. Am I right?
It's very popular with the English, the Australians, the Indians, the West Indies. They're very much into cricket, so it's very.
Okay.
It's very English.
Derek, you have so many fans that are saying hi to you right now. It's so fast that I can't read it. But say hi now to Tiffany from Melbourne, Australia. And
hi, Tiffany. Hope you're well over there. Yeah, it's going so fast there.
Can you see it also? Can you see the comments?
Yeah, I can see them. Thanks for the love, guys. I hope everybody's well. I hope your families are well, too.
And for all our followers right now who are watching, if you have any questions for Derek, and if I can see it, please do post your question. Again, aside from, of course, cricket and football, you're also good sa basketball, and lately you've been playing golf also, right?
Yeah, I played semi-professional basketball way in 2004. Then I played in the MPBL again this year. Although I wasn't too active because of it's hard to make sabay being an actor and an athlete because you do need to put in the work. And with our schedule, sometimes we don't control it, right? And we'll be working 18-hour days and there's just no time to recover. And to be fair to these athletes who have been dreaming to reach this level of whatever sport they're playing, kailangan you have to put in the work. So out of respect to those athletes, I have to back out if I can't put in 200%. But with that said, I'm really into golf now. I want to become a professional golfer. Alam mo, if I didn't sign with GMA last year, that was my goal. I was going to dedicate 2019, 2020 to becoming a professional golfer. But
wow. So what's your handicap? I'm just curious.
My handicap, I would say now, is about a 2, a 1 or a 2.
Wow. Professional level. Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna take it up. I'm gonna take it up again, and maybe we can play.
You used to play. I remember seeing you before in Ayala Alabang back in the day.
Talaga? Oh my God! I was so obsessed. I was so obsessed with golf. I used to go to the driving range every day. I wanted to be so good. And then I had my own.
I know how it was you. You know why I knew it was you? Because you were covered from head to toe.
I was so scared of the sun. Alam mo na, I didn't want to get too dark. At the same time, I didn't want to get freckles, which is exactly what happened. I still got it, but I so love the game of golf because there's so much patience involved, which is so mean, no? And it's perfecting it. One day you're good, and then the next day you're not good. I don't know what happens, diba? Yung parang
it's all up here. It's a battle of consistency. That's what I like to call it. You can't master it. It's like, I again, with all the sports that I've played, this game, golf, is the hardest of all of them. And I truly believe it. It's all up here.
And then the minute you let the game affect you, that's it now, right?
Yes, you let your emotions affect you. One bad shot will turn into 4, 5, 6 more bad shots. But it's really a game that's difficult to master, and like I said, it's the most difficult sport that I've ever played.
They actually say that when you play golf, it actually your real, true personality or character comes out in the golf course. So you're laughing. What does that mean? Oh no.
Oh, that's so true. It's a very frustrating sport, Yes. Hindi ako magsisinungaling. I've had my moments of collapsing, throwing my clubs and making tabog, angry at myself. I've done that, but that's because I'm very competitive. It's really, really, for me, it's easy to get good at golf, but to be like at the pro levels when you have to hit that ball when people are watching, it's so different. When you play in a tournament, diba, you can be like, when you do your practice rounds, ang galing-galing mo. But then when you go on the first tee, and there's only a few golfers just watching you there, biglang may pressure ka na nararamdaman, and it changes your swing.
Exactly. There's so much pressure. But golf can be very fun, no? So, all of these things, you're very athletic ever since you were a kid. How did you actually end up being an actor? I mean, how were you discovered? I think you came out in a commercial first, right?
I'm very blessed. The Lord has been very good to me, and He always gives me opportunities. And my father always told me, if you're given an opportunity, take advantage of it. And if you decide to go for it, give it your best. And siguro mga 7 to 8 years, I was being asked to join showbiz, but I was still in school. And my mom's like, your priority is school. You have to finish school before anything else. And I was like, don't worry, Mom. To become an actor is like the last thing I'd ever be. I was really wired to be a sportsman, or Talaga,
And now here you
ibang-iba.
are.
I was actually very shy. Hindi ko kayang kumarap sa harapan ng camera, even for a photo. I was very shy. So,
You were how old when you joined showbiz?
I was about, wow, I'd say about 20, maybe 26, 27 already. But I would do commercials left and right. Even when I was abroad doing my studies, they would fly me in to do a commercial. Or when I'm visiting my parents on holiday, I do a commercial or two. So, as a model, I was out there. But even with that, I was really, really shy. And it was annoying me kasi sabi ko, why do I freeze up every time I'm in front of the camera or if I'm in front of a lot of people? So I joined and I enlisted myself in the school play to get over my fear. And I was able to get
How did that
Oh my God.
come along?
Oh my.
Your very first school play, ano nangyari?
Oh wow. It was in a box theater too, so where the audience is actually like part of the entire scene. They're like right there. You can touch all four corners. You can just touch them and you're moving around them. And if my parents didn't fly across the world to come and support me, I don't think I could have done it. But that gave me confidence. And when I flew back after I graduated, I was getting offers one after the other. I joined MTV. I was with Eat Bulaga first, and then MTV got me.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Is that how Georgie met you? Because Georgie, of course, is your manager now, right?
Since day one. No, Georgie, since day one. And I came back on holiday visiting my parents, and I was in my full school uniform, proud of my tie, because if you make the rugby team, you get a special tie.
Wow,
I was walking in a hotel, actually, and this guy named Ayu Gunting asked me to do a photo shoot, and I said no, kind of freaky. And this guy was really persistent. He asked my dad, and my dad said that would be a great idea. Leading to, I graduated school, and I was out partying in the clubs, and Georgie comes up to me and said, I'm going to manage you one day, boy. And I'm like, get away from me. And then the rest is history. He's been my manager since day one. Siya lang. And we don't even have a contract, Pops.
Well, according to Georgie, he only has nice words for you. Ikaw daw yung sobra ka daw loyal talaga. I mean, and that's true po. Wala silang contract, and yet from the very beginning, Georgie has managed you, and you've been so loyal daw to him. Alam mo yon. And he's also very loyal to you, of course, diba?
Super. He's like my second mom. He's loved dearly by the family, and he has such a great heart. We all went through our trials, Georgie did, and I was there to see it. And it's just so nice to see how he, was able to fight through those battles and to become the person that he is today. So I'm very, very happy, and I will never replace Georgie in my life.
Oh, kalawan. Georgie, I hope you're watching. He's probably watching. What's this? A lot of your fans are asking. First of all, they're saying you have good values. One is asking, what's your next movie project now, Derek?
Oh wow! So I'm in discussion. It's actually it's a done deal already. Just a little bit more of tweaking of the contract, but I'll be doing a movie with Sam Worthington, the lead star of Avatar. Yes.
Clash
so
of the
excited to work with
Titans.
him. Yes, Clash of the Titans.
And Terminator, I think. Terminator something.
He's an Australian actor, but his breakthrough was Avatar, and I'll be working on a project with him. The entire film will be shot here in the Philippines, Filipino director, but international producer, and I'm really excited for that.
That is exciting. Yes, that's so good for you.
Yeah, it's a 80s story, so I love period films, and I'm going to get to work with a superstar from Hollywood. And
I know, that's so good. Does that mean that the movie's also going? Of course, the movie's going to be shown in Hollywood. No, we get to watch you.
Actually, yeah, I'm hoping they get to show it here, but the plan is to bring it out internationally. So this is why it's a trilogy. So I hope the first one does well. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And is it going to be you said 80s, but is it going to be more of like an action, drama, thriller? Can you just give us...
It's going to be an action suspense thriller based on a true story. Basically, we're best friends. We're both policemen. And he's a retired policeman living in the Philippines, but then gets called out to... I don't want to tell everything.
Don't say it now. Basta abangan namin yan, okay?
Yeah, we're good friends.
Good things happen to good people. So abangan niyo po. Ayan ang magiging next project ni Derek na movie. It's pang Hollywood.
Yes, and also we have a teleserye.
Yes.
I also have a teleserye with Andrea again. So that's pretty cool that I get to work with her again. And this is also action. It's called Sanggang Dikit. And we start once the quarantine's over. That's the first thing on my list of things to do. So Andrea and I will be working on that.
Ang galing. I'm so happy that there's so many plans for you this year. And a lot of your fans are gonna be waiting for that. Oh my gosh, sabi ni trans woman ba yun? Ano ba, tama ba? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited sila. We have viewers that are saying hello all the way from Canada. Did I see Australia earlier? And they're saying that they're very excited that you're going to do another soap with Andrea. Ayan. Tapos, Derek, I asked earlier, no? You're health buff and everything, and you actually said also that you've been answering a lot of health stuff. What kind of advice can you give to our followers para naman nga while they're staying at home, probably just watching Netflix or watching TV and eating, they stay healthy naman? What's the easiest exercise that they can do?
Well, the reason why people forget about exercising and the importance of exercising is because we are so preoccupied with all the other things that we do in life. And now that we're quarantined, this is a great chance for us to change our ways, and all it takes is 10 to 15 minutes for any level, whether you're a beginner or advanced. It'll only take 10 to 15 minutes of your day.
Every day,
Every day. So for me, the best kind of workout would be the one that you use most of the muscles of your body. And if you use more muscles, you burn more calories. And I work out before breakfast every morning so that throughout the entire day, my body's firing, burning calories, and I can cheat and eat whatever I want. With that said, it's just a HIIT workout, a combination of different exercises where you have minimal rest, but I'm not telling you to go out there and kill yourself. Okay. Yeah. Be true to yourself. Push yourself, and it's fun if you have somebody in the house to do it with you, to push you even better. But basically, you can do burpees, a combination of burpees, push-ups, and different variations of ab workouts like a plank, side planks, and I just cycle them: 10 squats, 10 push-ups, 10 crunches. And I do it 10, 10, 10 for 10 minutes and see as many as how many I can do, how many sets I can do in 10 minutes, record that. And then on the second day, so that may hinahabol ka, see if you can do more than what you did the previous
the last time. Okay. Burpees are hard for me. Yeah, I struggle with push-ups. And burpees are hard. But I guess you have to start, right?
Yes. So progressive. You can do it on your knees. You know, I'm not saying do 10 burpees in 10 seconds. If it takes you 30 seconds to do 10 burpees, that's fine. You know, that's why you record your progress. If you were able to do 3 cycles in 10 minutes, maybe you can do 3 cycles in a bit on the next day. And slowly you'll get stronger and stronger. But the thing is, after you work out, feed your body because you need food. That's your fuel to recover. You know, that's where you get your energy. Doing workouts like this, concentrate on getting a little bit more protein if you want to develop more muscle. But if not, then stick to whatever diet that you have. But if you do
what is
this
your diet,
morning,
Derek? Do you diet?
I just don't skip meals. I just eat. I eat whatever I want.
Okay.
You know, that's why I work out before breakfast.
You eat carbs, tama? You can eat carbs.
They're my friends. Look, I'll show you what my dinner is for.
Sige nga, makita nga, Derek.
Oh, adobo.
What is that? Oh my God,
See?
sarap. Okay, gutom na kami.
I will finish all that rice. I will finish all of that rice.
Oh, wow. So it's not true that you should not eat carbs. Because look at your body
carbs,
naman.
Dear, if you don't take in carbs, you won't have energy. And that's bad. A lot of people work out and then don't feed their body. You know, you'll actually start burning muscle if you keep working out without eating. You'll burn muscle and you won't perform. So hydration and food intake is really important, guys, when you're going to live an active lifestyle. And
they're
white rice.
Derek, they're asking if you can cook. Do you cook well?
I can fry.
So I guess you can fry fish. You can fry steak.
Yep. Hot dogs. I can fry an egg.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not very good in the kitchen. Andrea and I did a live video of. She was teaching me how to cook basically, and I was so stressed out. It was like she finished 2 pasta dishes, and I still wasn't done boiling my pasta.
Oh my
and I ended up overcooking it. So I'm not very good in the kitchen, although it's one of my favorite areas to be in the house. So I have to have a nice kitchen. I love the kitchen.
What's your favorite food? Someone's asking.
Sinigang na baboy. I love sinigang.
Okay, pareho tayo. Okay.
Yeah, I love sinigang. Whether it's baboy is my favorite, but any form of sinigang. Yeah.
So that means Andrea cooks for you a lot because she's a better cook, right? Tama ba?
Yeah, you know, I can't tell you to follow what I am right now because I've been living a disciplined lifestyle for a very long time. So we have to assess where your metabolism is at. When you starve your body, you're killing that metabolism. So the way I look at it is, if a lot of us skip meals and our metabolism slows down, and then when we're really, really hungry, we just gorge and eat so much in one sitting.
That's me.
So imagine there's a fire. That's your metabolism. You're gonna dump all of that there. The fire just dies. But if you slowly start feeding it, the flame gets bigger. So when the flame is huge, then you can start, really eating if you love to eat. And rice is easy to burn. Rice is so easy to burn. The bad thing about rice is if you don't do anything, then it turns into bad sugar, and hence the fat around the belly.
Well, lately I've been working out a little bit from the house, so maybe one of these days we can do another session where you can show us some of your workouts, diba, Derek?
Yes, join
Derek,
me anytime.
Sige, we can do that while we're stuck in our enhanced community quarantine. Derek, they're actually also very curious. Of course, in the future, you're going to get married, right? Is it going to be sometime in the far future, or do you see yourself getting settled sometime in the near future? Nakikichismis lang ako with them. Ayan.
Alam mo,
Tinatanong kasi nila.
the great thing about quarantine is you can reflect and you can do so much thinking. That's why, the other times are boring, but most of the time I'm thinking about so many things, and that is probably in the top 3. My parents have been married for almost 50 years, so I have the perfect marriage to follow. I just don't want to make mistakes, and right now I'm in a very happy place, and I think she would make a beautiful wife. Like we get along in so many ways, we connect in so many ways, and during the quarantine period, I've been thinking a lot about having kids and settling down. I'm excuse me. I'm finishing my house, my dream house, where I plan to live for the next 20 years in Alabang. Unfortunately, the quarantine happened, so I was just about to move in, actually. But everyone says, Derek, you're all by yourself. Why would you build a big house like this? And it's like, because I plan to fill it up. I plan to start my family. So fingers crossed, it will be very soon.
We're so excited for you. Nako, I better be one of the. I think I'm gonna be at the. I'll rephrase my.
You'll definitely be invited.
I will be one of the early people who will hear about it, probably only because of Georgie.
And you will be there. I want only a small wedding. But again, what if Andrea wants something bigger? Then we have to give her that.
Yeah, it's usually it's a girl's dream, diba? So para sa mga babae.
I don't believe in marriage. For the people always say si Derek hindi naniniwala. I do. I believe in marriage because, like I said, my parents are married and happily married. I have the perfect marriage to follow, but the whole point of marriage is dapat till death do us part. And,
till death, and through thick and thin, and for richer and for poorer.
Yeah.
I can give you advice. I can give you advice. Ayan.
Please do.
I've learned a lot from
Well,
Alam niyo po,
that's life.
Derek.
You make mistakes and you learn.
Ano, I'm sorry.
I said that's what life, that's the definition of life. You make mistakes and you learn from them.
You make mistakes, you learn from it, and then you get a little bit smarter and a little bit wiser. Of course, if you don't make the mistakes, you'll never learn, diba? Sana matuto na nga ako soon, Derek. Anyway, aside from all of these wonderful things that we're describing si Derek, na loyal siya, magaling siyang athlete, si Derek rin po is sobrang matulungin. I keep hearing this, Derek, na every time someone approaches you, you easily say yes right away, madali kang kausap. Aside from that, is madami ka ring mga charitable institutions that you're helping out with, di ba? Meron kang Habitat for Humanity. Of course, lalong-lalo na ngayon, di ba? Madami pong nangangailangan ng tulong. Is there anything in particular that you're actually focused on right now because of the coronavirus?
Habitat for me is so wonderful because you're putting a roof over a family's head, and again, you know how important family is to me. And one of the best things, my best memories in life are me with my family in our home. And if you can give a family their own home, then their kids will definitely have a brighter future, staying away from this, all the negativity out there in the streets, the drugs. So I really do whatever I can for Habitat. But then there's also Operation Smile. The kids with cleft palates, just a simple procedure. It's not really a simple procedure, but because they're in and out, and it changes that kid's life, their confidence, They learn to love themselves, and it's just amazing. Their name, it's a perfect fit. The way these kids, their eyes just sparkle when you see them after their operation, and it just only gets better than day by day. We did one campaign with Bello, and I was very lucky to be there and actually see these kids get operated on, and then see them 2 months later, and you won't recognize them.
And
not
they're
just
so happy,
physically. Yes, that's the best part. They're just, oh my God. You can't explain it. It's just, umiyak talaga ako to see these kids with so much happiness.
You're actually changing their lives by bringing them confidence, by allowing them to smile again.
Yeah. Yes.
Nami-mesmerize ako sa'yo, Derek. Ang gwapo mo. Anyway. Alam mo, Derek, we have our viewers who are watching all the way from UAE. I had to write it down. Singapore. Ang daming nanonood pala ngayon. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. They all want to be greeted. But of course, we will try to say all the names. Kaya lang ang bilis-bilis pong mag-flash nung pangalan nyo. Meron rin pong nanonood from Japan, Chicago. I
love Japan.
Chicago. And everyone's saying how guapo you are because you so are guapo. Oh my gosh.
Nako.
Meron pala also, di ba?
Right?
I like that look on you, actually. I like it.
Thank
Maybe you should keep it for your next soap and your movie. Because your movie's an action suspense. Diba? I think that's great. Are you actually, how are you preparing for this movie? I'll be so, kumbaga ako yan, and I know it's gonna be shown in Hollywood. Siguro I'll be doing so many things, How are you actually preparing for your
I'm not gonna attack it any differently from the way I attack my films here. Are you still there? I think I lost you.
I'm there. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Can you see me?
I'm not going to attack it any differently just because it's with a Hollywood actor. Much respect to him, but I'm going to give the same respect to my fellow artistas here. So, it's. Do I feel more pressure? Maybe, but the way I'm going to attack it's still the same way. You have to be confident. You also have to respect your co-actors in the sense na hindi mo pwedeng isipin na kailangan ka talaga ibigay super todo ko dito. Kailangan sabayan mo yung binibigay sa'yo ng ka-eksena mo. Because if you give 200% and they only give 100% or 80%, you're trying too hard. It's not going to look good. So dapat you guys should be on the same level. So I'm going to attack it the same way. I'll talk to him off cam, befriend him, learn something, and then bring my character to life.
Great. Ang dami pang mga nag-hello sa'yo, Derek.
I know, sa akin the messages coming up, it's like frozen. All the messages are frozen, so I can't see them anymore.
You can't see them. I will try to read them for you after this. I had another question in my mind. May nagtatanong pala, Derek, who is your favorite leading lady? Aside from Andrea, of course.
Oh, wow, that's a difficult.
Maybe not favorite, or somebody who you got closer to in the process, of course, with working with her. Sino kaya yun? You can mention several names.
I built a great friendship with all my leading ladies, actually. Anne and I did a couple of movies together. Jenilyn and I did a couple of movies together.
Anne Curtis.
But I have to say, Anne Curtis, Jen, Christine, Lovey, Andrea. I worked with so many leading ladies, but I'd have to say, if you're gonna put a gun to my head and make me choose, I would have to say Judy Ann Santos, because when I was a nobody, she, she's a superstar. Like, back then she was a superstar, and till today she's a superstar. And I was
a great actress.
Very, very good. At malakas sumampal. The heaviest hand I ever worked with. But
hindi mo siya nakalimutan after.
She agreed to work with me, and I had no name. I had nothing. I was shocked that she would allow me to be her leading man when wala pa akong pinatunayan. So she was my leading lady, or I was her leading man in a teleserye called and then right after that teleserye, she agreed to me being her leading man again in our next teleserye. So I'd have to give it to Miss Judy Ann Santos.
Mabait rin kasi si Juday, di ba? I also hear a lot of wonderful things about her.
Yeah, she is. I will always be grateful. She is a big part and one of the major reasons to why I am where I am right now.
Oh, okay. My friend Georgie Babushak from New York said she used to watch your teleserye with Juday. Ayan. So, she's all the way from New York. I have a lot of friends that are actually watching right now. I will greet you guys.
Yeah, we have Chris. I think Chris is watching. I know her. She's been a fan and now a friend for many years now. And she was a part of our live stream the other day, and she donated so many face masks. So I just want to say hi, Chris.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Chris. Maraming salamat. Leia, also from Chicago, is watching. There's Marlene. And a great request. Have you worked with Don Zulueta? They were saying Derek and Don. That would be a nice combination.
Wow, I would love to work with Don.
I see you guys together.
Yeah, I'd love to work with her. Big fan. She's beautiful. Yeah, she's someone I'd love to work with. I'm so blessed. Like I've worked with so many great leading ladies. I can't mention them all. There was a challenge that was given to me before, and they gave me the list of all the women that I've worked with, and I didn't know it was that many pala. Time flies. Tumatanda na.
No, there's no such thing. Ano ba? There's no such thing.
Age is but a number.
Yes, it is. As long as you're enjoying, and of course,
we should
have
do
a
a
happy
movie.
Disposition, di ba? I think that's very important. Nakita mo ba yung pangalan ko dun sa listahan na yon? Derek? Ano ba?
Yeah, many times. Nakita ko.
List of women that you
Pops
can work
and
with.
Derek. Oh, it says there, Pops and Derek, teleserye. Oh.
The joke lang yon, my God. Magiging comedy yan, I swear. What do you call this?
Si Angelica, when I did a movie with Angelica, and nag-teleserye din kami ni Angelica, yung Maging Sino Ka Man, Part 2.
Yes.
We did a teleserye, and we did a movie also, I Love You Goodbye, and she's one of the most talented artistas that the Philippines has to offer. I'd love to do, I saw kasi somebody say something if I could do a movie with her. I'd love to do a movie with her again.
Actually, ang dami man nga nakatrabaho ng mga napakagaling na mga artista na babae.
Bea Alonso. Yes,
yeah,
fantastic. Yeah.
Suerte, you really... I don't think it's suerte. I hate using the word lucky or suerte. For me, there's no such thing. You're very, very blessed. I believe that because...
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
Pop,
like
your skin is glowing.
Ano? What?
The comment, Pops, your skin is glowing.
It's the light. It's my light. I have a special light. Oh, kasi madilim. Ayan. So that's very important. Ayan. You know what, Derek? It's so fun to talk to you. Alam mo ba, Derek? I don't know if I ever made you kwento this or if Augie ever made you kwento this. And if Augie's watching, Augie and I had one time we came we went out after a gabay guro, one of those gabay guros that we did. We were talking backstage, and then Augie and I were also there. And then Augie and I decided to go out to dinner. Tapos, wala lang, nagkakabiruan lang kami. Sabi ko, Augie, kakilala mo ba si Derek? Sabi niya, yeah. Sabi niya, bakit? Sabi ko, uy, tawagan mo naman si Derek because, you know, every year I attend the Tatler Ball with my friend, of course, Anton, diba? And every year, Anton is my date for the Tatler Ball. I have no choice. If Anton's watching, I love you, Anton. Ayan. So sabi ko, friend ba kayo? Sabi ko, wala lang, para lang ma-shock yung mga tao pagpasok because I never have any date. When I go out in these things, I never bring anybody. Sabi ko, kung close naman kayo, para lang ma-shock yung tao pagpasok ko sa Tatler Ball. Sabihin mo kay Derek, samahan naman niya ako sa Tatler Ball. Of course, he goes, yeah, close kami. Sabi ko, sige nga, tawagan niya. So, I don't know if you remember, he did call you.
Yes, I remember.
And then he just talked about golf, and the whole time I was beside him, I was like, Tatler Ball. Sabi ko, yung Tatler Ball. Hanggang sa he ended the phone call, and I was like, what happened to the Tatler Ball? Tapos, I see him again after how many years, and he goes, Pops, close na talaga kami ni Derek. Kaya, sabi ko, hindi pala kayo close yung araw. Sabi ko, ang kapal. Well, anyway, that's how I remember that. I don't know if he ever told you. I thought it was hysterical.
No, I remember that. I remember Augie calling me. But again, he mentioned that Gabay Guro. That's with Miss Shay. Si Ate Shay, si Sister Shay.
Si Miss Shay, isa pang mabait, oo.
Super. I'm really disappointed that I missed last year's. You know, I've been there since day one where they only had like 20 to 30 teachers. And now you've been there also for the past few years.
For the past how many years,
Yeah, diba? Punong-puno yung stadium. So
always.
Always, yeah.
Always. Para sa mga guru natin, I think it's very nice what they're doing. Derek, ito question ko to. I've never seen you. Maybe you you've done this. Do you sing, Derek? Do you sing? Can you sing?
You know, it's one of those things that, because I grew up also, my mom made sure that like my entire life is ballad, so I have sports, but I also had to play an instrument, and I played the piano and the trumpet. So I can carry a tune. I'm not a singer, a great singer like you.
Trumpet's hard, You have to have.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Lungs, right?
Yeah, and your lips, right? Because you have to blow it like that.
Yeah.
So I can carry a tune, but I'm not a singer like you. And if you put me, again, this is what I've never overcome. If I'm singing in the bathroom, I can sing, or at least I think I can sing. Mm-hmm. But then if you tell me to sing in front of people, it just goes away.
I'm sure you can sing. I'm sure you can sing. You just need confidence to sing in front of people. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm game. I'll do it, but I know I sound bad. You know, when we have mall shows, I sing. I won't allow myself to have a ghost singer. It's my voice, but talagang you can tell na I'm not comfortable.
Nagre-request sila, duet daw tayo. Mahirap kasi wala pong. Ako na nagsagot for you. Did you see that face?
Guys, hindi niyo ako pwede itabi kay Miss Pops. Hello.
Sobra. No, maybe one time for fun in the karaoke, and then I'll shoot it, and then I'll just show it to them.
Game ako dyan.
Yung mga karaoke.
If it's karaoke, okay.
Alam mo, we would love to say hello to everybody. Ang bilis-bilis lang po. Iba po kasi yata sa IG Live. Mas mabilis po yung pag-scroll ng mga names. Yeah. But thank you so much po for all of your comments and of course all of your requests. Hindi ko lang po mabasa. Ang bilis-bilis po. Magpa-practice po si Derek. Ayun naman pala. Pwede naman pala yung pamangkin ko si Erica. Ngayon lang naman ako tinulungan. Ano ba yan? Pwede palang scroll up, Derek.
Ayan, suddenly.
All of a sudden.
Oo nga, ako rin.
See, now you can
Ako
see.
rin.
Kanina pa I was suffering. I couldn't see. Oh my gosh. There's Andric World. Of course, there's Marlene. There's Vanessa.
Yeah.
There's Nonis Jomelogo. Good Vibes Girl. Your local FXN girl. Ayan. Si JJ Steph.
You know,
maraming
Pops, I just want to
salamat.
say, you know, we have the best fans, the Andric fans. They're so loyal. They're so kind. So all the Andric fans, thank you so much. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for the love and support that you give Andrea and I. Pops, they're the best talaga. You know, hindi sila nakakalimot. They're always there. Super.
Because the best rin kayo, I'm sure. Mapagmahal kayo. Ganun yun eh. Diba?
Okay, man.
Derek, is there any, we'll go back to, syempre baka you have, I know you're about to have dinner and I actually disturbed your dinner. You haven't even started it.
No problem.
Is there any message that you can tell our followers to encourage them and to actually inspire them during these times? Would you like to say a few words to them, of course?
Yes, you know, guys, we're going through some trying times, and it's difficult. But if life was easy, life would be boring. With that said, you know, a lot of us are going through some pain, a lot of us are going through some hurt, but you know, we just gotta believe with the man upstairs, and he's telling us something. He's trying to make us realize that, you know, some of us, our priorities are out of whack. I'll be the first one to admit my priorities were blurry. And actually, we have to find the good in everything. And in this situation that we are in now, for myself, I've really, you know, done some reflecting and found him. And my relationship with him is so much stronger. And with him, we can get through anything. So guys, you know, make that a part of your life. Pray, talk to him, befriend him, and you'll see some drastic changes in your life. With your health, you know, the toughest thing about living an active lifestyle is that first week or two, get over that hump. Some of us can get 2-3 days and then we give up. It's supposed to be hard. So once you get past that hump, it then becomes easy because you look for it. So consistency is the key to any workout. All the workouts that you see out there, they all work if you are consistent. So guys, find something that you like to do. You don't have to follow my program. Find any program that you like and be consistent with it, and you will see drastic changes in your life. And once this quarantine is over, and you can carry that on to your normal life, life will be so much better. So,
Great.
take care of your faith.
Thank you, Derek.
Take care
Of course,
your
it's
body.
very important also to, sana po magkasundo-sundo po tayo. Wala muna po sigurong mga
Yes.
negative
Yes, we should
muna.
tonight.
Diba?
And Pops,
The
can I
most
just
important
take this opportunity to just say thank you to all the frontliners, because they're really
Yes.
putting, you know, their lives at risk to help us. You know, they are really out there facing this virus head on, and they definitely deserve to be thanked and to be called heroes. You know, they're out there away from their families, risking their lives, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of the frontliners out there.
Maraming salamat sa mga frontliners po talaga. They're actually risking their lives to save our
Yes.
lives. So, totoo po yan. You know, Anton San Diego is actually watching us right now. I just saw his name.
Hey, Ton.
Hi, Anton. We just talked about you. I'll say this list, because they always watch me, Derek, if you don't mind. The Pipanyas, the Pops fans, Solid Pops, Pops Angels, Popsicles, I love Pops Fernandez, special friends of Pops Martin, the Team Hopia, Power Pops Girls, happy anniversary to Mar Pops, Unbeatable Pops, Little Pops, and the Shawanatic. Sorry, ang haba, but there you go.
No,
Maraming
wow.
salamat, Derek.
So many
Sana po
people love you,
napagkaya
Pops.
namin kayong lahat. Alam niyo po, napakabait ni Derek. Isang text lang po sa kanya, umuo kagad siya. Maski na gutom na po siya ngayon dahil hindi pa siya nag-dinner, ha? Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Have a
God
good
bless you,
evening.
Derek.
God
I'm
bless
so happy.
everybody.
I'm so happy for all of your achievements. Thank you. See you tomorrow, guys, 12 noon. Dito rin po sa IG Live. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Yeah.